Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. DBougie86 here again, and it's that time again, guys, for the DVD/Blu-ray update. Yes, guys, this is everything that I picked up in the month of April. Sorry for the lateness of this, but been a little hectic few days. A little personal things happened, but other than that, everything's good now, and I'm gonna do this update for you guys. So let's get right into it. Starting with the DVDs, picked up a lot of Asian cinema this month, and started off with some Tartan Asian Extremes. First up is a double pack of The Ghost and Shudder. The Ghost is a Korean film, and Shudder is a Thai film. Yes, always wanted to check these out, and this was a very good price for this double pack. I believe it was like $5, $6 the top. So, yeah, really good price on that one. I picked up really awesome shit right there. Then I picked up Dorm. Yes, this is another Thai film. It looks like it takes place in a school. Yeah, it sounds interesting enough. You know, like Thailand horror films are something I'm still getting into. Like, there's a few that I still haven't seen, and this is one that intrigues me. I'm always looking to get into more different types of Asian cinema besides Japan and Korea, or Hong Kong for that matter. Speaking of Hong Kong, next up is Abnormal Beauty from Oxide Pang, one half of the Pang brothers. Really interesting plot. This one sounds really cool. About like this photographer who she ends up getting like aroused and obsessed with death in a way. Yeah, it just sounds cool. I can't wait to check this one out. So, yeah, maybe I'll do a review on some of these during the way. And yeah, next up is Doppelganger. This is a Kiyoshi Kurosawa film. Really cool premise. It involves, like, you know, doubles of individuals. Yeah, it sounds really cool. Like, you'll see a few more of his films in my Blu-rays. So, yeah, keep on going with those. Next up is Bloody Reunion, which I have watched. Fun little like Korean slasher. It's a really fun one. If you haven't seen Bloody Reunion, I do recommend it. Especially if you're a fan of like slashers in general or Asian cinema. Check it out. Next up, I have two from Asian Crush, which is like a burn on demand. They're burn on demand discs, but like. They kind of look like ghetto, so I know, like, you might want to, like, not get these, but they're not bad looking for what they are, you know what I mean? They're just, because these are, like, movies that are streamable on Amazon, but they do offer, like, the burn-on-demand option, which is, I do dig, you know, and they're not too expensive. They're, like, $8. This is how much I paid for the two that I got. So, yeah, Antarctic Journal sounds really cool. I saw this on an article about like a few like Korean horror films that you haven't heard of, and this was on the top of it. So definitely want to check that one out. And I picked up another Korean film, Moi, The Legend of the Portrait. Just intrigued with that cover art, you know. So yeah, I can't wait to check that bad area. Got a film from Japan, Keidon, directed by Hideo Nakata. Really cool film. I did see this before. It kind of goes back to like the old school like J-horror films with like Qui-Gon and Karenko and Unababa. It takes place in like the rural setting of Japan back in the day, and it's a really cool film, and it has like that aesthetic look that I do enjoy of those films. So yeah, highly recommendable. If you haven't seen this, check it out. Next up is Epitaph, a film I heard a lot about. Haven't had a chance to check it out yet. Another Korean film. Next up is Tokyo Psycho. Heard mixed things on it, but for the price, I said, why not? Just pick it up, check it out. So, yeah, I got Tokyo Psycho. Hell yeah. Next up is Black Rat, which is a Kenta Fukasaka film. Yeah, it looks cool as all hell. This one always intrigued me, and I finally bit the bullet and picked it up. So hell yeah with that one. And last up is for Asian stuff. Anyways, I got a few like other DVDs. We have the Toho collection from Sony. These are 3 films from Michiru Honda. We have the H-Man, Battle in Outer Space, and Mothra. Yes, goodness, right there. You know. So, yeah, definitely stoked to check those. Let me just move these over here real quick and get into the last of the DVDs. Next up is Patchwork. I did a full-length review of this on Body Bag, so if you haven't checked out that review, check it out. Really cool film from last year. From Warner Archive, I picked up The Last Dinosaur. Film I always wanted to check out, you know, like I seen reviews online about this one. Finally picked it up because the price is right for it, because I know these ones are in the more like burn on demand, more expensive category sometimes. But yeah, can't wait to check it out. It's got Richard Boone in it. Really cool shit right there. Next up from Entervision, I picked up Things, which, you know, it's Things. It's a bad movie, but enjoyable. It's if you like bad movies, and this one's up there. We're one of the worst, and yeah, it's bad but hilarious, but sometimes drawn out. And yeah, but really cool. This is definitely worth it for the special features alone, because they have like interesting ones. Canadian film, of course. Yeah, Things. Next up, picked up a few unearthed films through their unearthed film sale. Hate Crime, which I did see. Yeah, what can I say? It's found footage film, and it's okay, you know, like it's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's not the worst either. Yeah, it's fucked up and shit, but it's kind of like repetitive after a while. It's that type of deal, which happens with like found footage movies sometimes. But, you know, yeah, it's one that might revisit down the line, but not too soon. But Hate Crime. Got Morris County, which is an anthology. Still haven't checked this one out. Yeah, it looks cool. I heard interesting things about that one. Next up is Collar, the nude edition. Hence why my fingers are in the cover. Yes, I got this edition because it came with the CD soundtrack. The soundtrack is dope. The movie is not going to be for everyone. It's very fucked up and kind of rapey in a way. But I did enjoy like the aesthetics and the effects of the movie. Definitely one for acquired taste. So yeah, Collar. And last for the DVDs and unearthed films is Mercy. It looks very David Lynch style, which could be cool, could be bad, but who knows? I haven't checked it out yet. I'll decide that on my own. But that is it for the DVDs. Now on to some Blu-ray izzles. You ready for this? First up, I picked up from Mill Creek this hammered double feature of Never Take Candy from a Stranger and Scream of Fear. Yeah, the plots on these ones sound bizarre, especially Never Take Candy from a Stranger. It's talking about like a child molester and shit. I'm like, whoa. Yeah, so yeah, I can't wait to check these ones out. I still have to pick up the other one. Next up, I picked up, I actually ordered this a while ago. It was kind of delayed from, I think they had an issue with like mastering the prints or acquiring some prints or something like that. But I got the Jose Ramon Larraz double feature that involves Emma Puertas, Oscuras, and Extigma. Really dig the director's 2 films I've seen, so it's cool to see 2 more films I haven't seen from him. So really cool with that. Next up is a few 88 film picks up. First up is Offerings. Yeah, really fun, cheesy film. Fun commentary by the Hysteria Continues podcast on this release. Really good shit. If you haven't seen Offerings, I do recommend it, even though it's kind of like a not so great movie, but it's still kind of fun. Next up is Alice Sweet Alice. Really cool release. Crazy that this got a Blu-ray finally. If you haven't seen it, I do recommend it. Weird film from 1976. Next up for the 88 films is The Boneyard. Yeah, I did a review of this on Body Bags. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's a very fun like take on a zombie film in a way. So yeah, The Boneyard with the little poodle on the cover. Yes. Next up, some Kino Classic lines. First up is The Quartermass Experiment. Another Hammer horror film, of course. Or sci-fi. This is more sci-fi stuff. But I loved Quartermass in the Pit. That's why I picked this one up. This one's loaded with special features. It even has an interview with John Carpenter on it. If you could see that right there. Sorry for the glare. Sorry. Yeah, but it has a good amount of special features on this. So, yeah, cool shit right there. Next up is Valdez is Coming with Burt Lancaster. This is a Western. Love me some Burt Lancaster, so good to have that in there. And last up I have another Kino, but I'll show that in that section. The Mephisto Waltz, yes, Satanic cult film that I never had, so picked it up finally, so good shit right there. Now from Scream Factory, I picked up The Strangers. Film I haven't revisited it since it came out, so I'm very curious to see what my thoughts on it are now. Especially since the sequel came out, I wanted to check this one out again before the sequel, but I never got a chance to see it in the theaters. So, yeah, when it comes out on Blu-ray, I'll pick it up too. Yeah, really cool covers. I like both that and the alternative artwork. Yeah, awesome shit right there. Great release from Scream Factory, loaded with special features. Next up from Severin, Eaten Alive, the crazy, like, double disc edition by Umberto Lenzi. Stellar release. It comes with, like, this great documentary about Mimi Lau on it, which, really good shit. Def recommendable. Next up from Synapse. These are actually, if you see my unboxing that happened earlier this month, I did an unboxing. These are from the homie Sam Edwards. Basket Case 2. Fun film. I did watch it. Very cheesy. They get cheesier as they go along. Speaking of cheesy, Basket Case 3. The end of this movie cracked me the fuck up. Yeah, really fun. You know, same bullshit, crazy, cheesy shit. Little Belials running around. Yeah, fucking crazy. Night School. Did watch this. Really cool film. I actually did dig it a lot. Especially the aspect that it takes place in my hometown of Boston. Really cool shit. So, Night School. Trespass. Walter Hill film. Really good shit. R.I.P. to Bill Paxton. And finally, the ones from the unboxing, The Fistful of Dynamite. Of course, Sergio Leone film. Rod Steiger, James Coburn. Good shit right there. A few from Scorpion releasing. I picked up The Sect. Haven't watched it yet. Saving this for like a day off. You know, like don't have to really do anything mind blowing and just chill and watch movies. So yeah, The Sect. Dario Argento's Opera. It's been a while since I watched this one, but I do enjoy it. And finally for the Scorpions, The Church. I did watch this. Great film. It's been a while since I watched this one. Really atmospheric and great set pieces in this one. Suave did great, and the music's awesome. Done by I think a few like Philip Glass, Simon Boswell, and Goblin all are credited for the music. So yeah, fucking awesome film. From Arrow Academy Images, which is a psychological horror film from Robert Altman. Not for everyone, but definitely if you like slow burns, check it out. Some Eurekas. Picked up Creepy. Kiyoshi Kurosawa film. Really cool film. If you haven't seen it, highly recommended. Fucking awesome shit right there. And The Friends of Eddie Coyle. Picked this one up because it was way cheaper than the Criterion. If you haven't seen this, it takes place in my hometown of Boston and like around the area, like different towns and stuff. But really cool, like fucking revisiting this, and seeing like Faneuil Hall and shit in the background and certain scenes, and the old Boston Garden, which is no longer there, but it's cool to see it in a movie. So yeah, fucking awesome shit right there. And last for the Blu-rays, and last for the Eurekas Cure from Kiyoshi Kurosawa. This film is phenomenal. Very stoked that this got a Blu-ray release. Fucking awesome. If you haven't seen this, it's fucking amazing. Just the story and the way that the characters intertwine. Fucking great piece of cinema. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Fucking awesome shit. And that is it for the Blu-rays, but I have one more thing to show you before I get out of here. I actually picked up a manga to read, and that is the Tomie collection by Junji Ito. I'm that far into it right now. I'm digging my way through because I'm a big fan of the films. And yeah, fucking awesome edition. Like, fully stacked. And if you know the mangas, you gotta read them this way, which I'm fine with. I'm still getting kind of used to it, to be honest, but really cool shit. Gonna get more of his stuff in books and shit. I'm gonna show you a few books that I pick up too, like during these updates when I do pick them up. So fucking cool shit, Tomie collection. So that is it for the update, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, I'll be back next month and hopefully sooner. Maybe I'm gonna get some more videos out there for you guys. I've been slacking, I know, as usual, but life gets in the way. So if you want me to review anything that you just seen, just leave it in the comments. I'll review it when I get a chance to. And also, yeah, I'll do whatever you guys want. If you have any ideas, because I'm thinking of doing like an Asian top 30 list of my top 30 favorite Asian horror films. Just give me a few ideas what you want to see with the channel, and I'll do more reviews and just get you out there. So whatever you do, I'll see you then, and peace out.